Welcome back, everybody, to the second episode of my guide of using Courseplay and Autodrive to completely automate a farm. As you can see, we had a bit of a late snow, which is wonderful. Luckily for me, the ground is not frozen, so I have gotten, this is the field that we were plowing last time. I've got it completely plowed and I'm currently cultivating it. This is it. I think this is the last row of cultivation right here. So as soon as we're done with this, we will get this going on to another field. I have got a complete 4-year crop rotation for all of my fields that I currently own. Since we were last on, I have completely gone through and bought all the equipment I need. I've got 2 Borgalt air drills. I have got a lime spreader. I have got couple different things. I have gone through and completely precision farming all of my map. As you can see, every single field has been analyzed, thanks to that modded scout that I have, which is fantastic, by the way. So I've completely gone through and done all of that. We're gonna go get an Autodrive course set up for the lime, so all he has to do, I've got it, and I'll show you how to do all that, how to get a course going on a field, how to take the guy that's running the course. He will go get lime from the lime silo and then bring it back every single time he gets emptied. And then he'll start the course right back where he left off. That is a fantastic feature. I will show you how to do all of that. So I'm going to switch on over to my Magnum, sorry, it's a Magnum. I got a little bit more Autodrive courses set up. Got one over to the secondary workshop, which is where all the silos, the seed silo, first silo, all that stuff is. As you can see, I got 2 Dimco grain augers right there. Got my Borgalt seeders, 2 quad tracks to run them. I got a couple 18-wheeler semis back there with the pace setters, the belly dump pace setters. So I'm going to come out onto this road and we will get going off onto the other area where all that is. I also have my lime spreader down there as well. So we're going to click this and we're going to go to secondary workshop. I'm going to go ahead and open this so you guys can see. As you can see, I've got the whole thing set up going. I don't have an entrance right there because that is the exit, so I didn't want to create a course from this line that I'm working now into that line. Did not want to do that because I've got it set up for a one-way route all the way around into the farm. So we're gonna go on. This guy's gonna go, and as soon as I get over there, I will see you guys there. All right, we are over back on the secondary workshop right here. All my silos, my lime silo, my fert silo, my seed silo, and my liquid fert silo are all right there. My lime spreader is just around the corner, just around this little barn. This is a workshop pretty much, but as you can see, I've gotten a one-way course going all the way around. I'm going to back up, pick this guy up. It's kind of a small little lime spreader, fert spreader, but I really like it. It's the MP Taurus 12,000 liter. But I really enjoy it. I really like it. So I decided that we were going to use it. There is a bigger one on the mod hub, but it's not really realistic. So, you know, I figured I would just go with this. That'll be fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to open this guy up. Drive right underneath the lime. Just like so. Want to make sure that I'm able to... Yep, I'm able to pick it up. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a waypoint right here. Nope, sorry. I'm going to record right here. I don't want this. I want to delete that. I want to add another to replace that one that I just deleted. Get that guy moved over there. Kind of scan out a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Connect this one up to here and connect this one back up to here. I'm going to connect to this one right here, this guy turning blue right here. And I'm going to connect to here. And I'm going to label it lime. I'm going to add a couple more waypoints in. Move them to make a nice seamless transition from here to there, back to the course. I'm going to pick this up. Get them nice and full. I don't know how many tons this is going to hold. I believe it's 12,000 liters. I don't know how many tons that is. We're just going to wait till this guy gets full. And it did literally take 8.5 hours to plow that field down. It's only taken about 3.5 for the cultivation because that cultivator is a little bit bigger. It's the Borgalt cultivator, so it's a little bit bigger than that plow is. But I only had to plow one field. I should only have to plow one field a year, so I'm not too concerned about the size of that. And once I get this all set up, you know, I could just leave it running. Just make sure everything gets set up. 14.56 tons. Beautiful. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, there's a little change mode button, the little arrow with the line right underneath the save point. So I'm going to click that. That changes the modes that you have. So there's a pick up and deliver mode. There is just a deliver mode. There is a load mode. There's an unload combine mode. And there's an unload bunker silo mode. So those are the modes that you have to choose from on Autodrive. What we are going to be doing, we are going to be using the load mode. So we're going to go from field 1 to the lime point, and we're going to be picking up lime. That tells it everything that has to happen. So I'm going to click that, click the play button, should automatically go up into field 1, which looks like it does. And my covers automatically activate because I've got it set to automatically activate covers. You can turn that off if you want to leave the covers open. But mine's set to, if it's moving and it's full, or it's moving and it's empty, it automatically closes the cover for you. So while this guy's on his way over, we're going to go check out the cultivator. See how he's going. Yeah. Beautiful quad tracks, aren't they? So yeah, I've got the TLX Phoenix and the 850 right here. Beautiful trucks, beautiful mods, love them. Two of my favorites. Yep, this should be his last row. Perfect. Looking good. And then we'll get him going probably over on field 2, which is right next to us. And I'm going to, as always, realism. So what I'm going to do is I've got it set to cultivate, lime, and then we will direct drill seed with the seeders. So this episode's probably going to all be cultivation and lime, and then next episode we'll start getting into the seeding and all that stuff. Hopefully by then the snow will be gone. We won't have to worry about that anymore. It was a little bit of a shocker whenever came back to it and all this snow's on the ground. It's like, cool, awesome, love that. I love the snow. So much fun. But this big bud is having no problems running through the snow, pulling this plow, or this cultivator. And this guy's just going over into field 1. Course is working perfect. I remember I made that little junction at the entrance to the farm and the entrance to field 1. So, should automatically go, and then we'll get a course set up for field 1 on the liming. And what should happen is he'll start liming. I'll probably do the headlands first, and then have him go up and down rows. Every time he gets emptied, he should automatically find the entrance, the behind start. Remember that behind start feature that I told you about in the last video? Should automatically find the behind the start feature, which would be the entrance to field 1. Automatically find a path to that entrance or that exit. Find his path around, and then go directly back to that silo, load, and then back to the field, and should continue exactly where he left off. So is the plan. Sometimes there's a few hiccups here and there. Again, Courseplay and Autodrive are not perfect mods, but they're pretty good if you know how to set them up and know how to do it. And then he'll find this little, yep, right there, turn. And then you should find the next one. Perfect, look at that. Working just the way it should. I love when things pan out. I really do. Go right to field 1. And he should stop. Yep, because he's full of lime. That's where he's supposed to stop at. So, we'll get a course going. So, this is a fertilize and seeding course. I've never actually used the fertilize and seeding course. I'm assuming it probably works the same way. I just like the field work because it's a generalized field work tab. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and use the fertilize and seeding because I've never used it. So we're gonna try it out here and see what happens. Headland passes. We'll just do 1 because this has a 36. Why does it say 12? It should be 36. I believe it's a 36 meter spread. I'm just going to go ahead and double check so I don't get things messed up here. 36 meter spread. Okay. Why it's telling me that it's 12 meter, I do not know. So it says 36, but it also says 12 right here. So we're going to go ahead and go for it right here. Headlands around. Make sure that starting direction is on the longest edge. Generate course. Course generation successful, but due to current direction settings, it may cause issues when driving. Don't worry about that. Sometimes it causes issues, but I've never had it cause issues. That's a pretty good looking course right there. I don't know where it's supposed to start. Where's the start point on this thing? Oh, it's right there. Okay. It's a very strange start point considering that the green part is over here, but whatever. We'll go for it. And we go to first waypoint. Start. Oh, but first, see with this remember that Autodrive section on Courseplay? For unload refill, be sure that is clicked. So what's going to happen with that is as soon as it gets emptied, it's going to automatically open up Autodrive and it'll start this, which as I'm already on field 1, so it's nothing to start for it. But that's what's going to happen there. We're going to go ahead and save this. Lime field 1. That doesn't look like a 36 meter spread, does it? That doesn't look like a 36 meter spread at all. That looks like a 12 meter spread to me. So we're going to go ahead and delete that. Try this over again. Mod says 36 meter. You guys saw that. You guys saw that. I'm not the crazy one here. Well, I mean, I kind of am the crazy one, but I'm not the crazy one, I promise. So we'll try this with a 12 meter spread then, since that's what it's looking like. Course generation. See, now it fixes it 12 meter. Okay. Whatever. Back to field generation. Okay. There we go. That should be a lot better. Stops up over there. Starts right here. Start first waypoint. Let's back it up a little bit so it starts right where it needs to. And I could have just hit the drive button and it would have found the start point, but there we go. See, that looks much better. That looks much better. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and save this. Try this again. Lime field 1. Save. Now I've got the auto drive selected. Got it all set up to go. I've got automatic spread enabled, so I don't have to manually change the settings for it and whatnot. I'm gonna go check on the cultivator real quick, which should be, yeah, it's done. I think he's got a little bit left down there that I'm not too concerned about. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop driver. Fold up the cultivator. And then go to back to field 1. Planning path. And there he goes. Off he goes. Alright, and as you can see, this is field 2 I'm coming up on right now. I'm going to go ahead and stop this. Find a nice entrance point, which this looks better than none. Looks better than nowhere. Start recording. See, I was near that one. I don't know why it started me right there. So I'm just going to delete that. Back up just ever so slightly. Okay. I'm going to start with this one. There we go. Into field 2. Right here. Make a waypoint. Field 2. Be sure to move that into the field section. Like so. Pull around. And now this time, I'm going to make a junction to connect both of these. Because in case I got to go down that way, I want to be able to get down that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to put in a couple of waypoints here. Just like so. I'm going to move this guy right here. So he's got a chance to go down that way. I'm going to move this guy right here. And right here. And then connect here to that one. And I'm probably going to connect to the next one down. So it's a smooth transition. Just like so. And I'm going to go ahead and make another junction and go from, because see, this one goes directly into this one, so I'll probably make another one going from, make a waypoint here, connect to here, connect to here. That way he can get in and out of this field in whatever direction he's coming from. I didn't need that for field 1 because I was right there, but now that I'm away from the farm a little bit, I need that. So, as you can see, Courseplay is still on cultivation of field 1. So I want to go ahead and click this X button that will clear out the course and get rid of it. So we're going to course generation on field 2, headlands 1, starting direction, longest edge, start on headland passes, everything looks good, generate. Perfect. Beautiful course right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Got it starting right here, and it ends right there. Where does it end? It ends right there, halfway up the field. That's fine. Start course, first waypoint. And let's just see what happens whenever I start at first waypoint and he's not at the first waypoint. Because the first waypoint, as you see, is right behind the cultivator. We're going to see what direction he goes to try to find it. He's going to turn right around, find the nearest waypoint, and connect to it. Perfect. Cultivate. Field 2. And we're just going to let that guy go and go check in on the lime spreader because he's just about empty. So he is at 37%. So we've got all that set up. We want to make sure everything looks good on this end before he actually ends. Make sure that Pathfinder factor is ×3, or especially on fields this big, or he's not going to be able to find where he needs to go. Everything looks good. Default notifications, factor settings. Don't need to worry about any of that. Field exit. Aha, see? We want to go to behind start. Apply. Alright, and as soon as this guy gets emptied, we'll be back and I'll show you what happens. He's making his way around the hedgerows. Looking good. No issues with him. I am going to have to get some fuel for him pretty quickly. He's getting kind of low, less than half a tank of fuel. So I'm going to have to get some fuel for him pretty quickly. Just for argument, no, I don't want to stop it. If you stop it in the middle of it trying to find it, it's not going to stop at the waypoint that it actually stopped at. It's going to go in and it's going to go with whatever waypoint you selected. So like right now, we're at waypoint 1012. It's made it all the way around and it's going back. That's the waypoint. Whatever waypoint it stops at is the waypoint that it's going to find back when Autodrive gets it back to the field, which is what you want. So let's see where it's going to find us to go. Should start us right back at this. Yep. See that little connection right there? Right in front of us? That's where it's going to start us going up and down rows. It's going to come. It's going to flip around. Find that connection. Find that waypoint. And take it. Just like it's supposed to. Perfect. Just like so. Now, as you can see, what is happening is he is finding a way to exit the field. If you look at that Autodrive segment right up there, it says exiting field. He's going very fast though. Shouldn't be going that fast. Oh, it's because my field speed's high. Turn the field speed down. Remember that first one right up there next to the settings is the field speed. That's the cruise control road speed. The one over there is the field speed. So now he's finding a way to exit the field. As soon as he exits the field, finds that way, which is that behind start, this field, the lime section on the Autodrive will become green at that point. And then he'll go and drive to the lime point, reload, and come back. Yep, right behind the start. Yep, lime's turned green. He'll find his way out of the field. Here we are back at the secondary workshop, where I've got my lime course set up. So he's going to come up over here. Go around, find that course that goes into the lime. Once it gets underneath and he finds that waypoint, he'll fill up and he'll go back to field 1. Remember, I'm not doing any of this. This is all Autodrive right now. He will slow it down in preparations to turn. Turn right there. He's not quite underneath it, is he? So it's still reloading and going, but what I need to do with that is I need to just kind of move this up a little bit. Why is there another course point right there? That's odd. So get rid of that. So I'm going to go up a little bit like that. So next time he should drive up a little bit and be right underneath it. Like I said, it's still refilling a little unrealistically at the moment, but close enough that it counts. Close enough that them points are hitting. But this is supposed to be Courseplay Autodrive realism, and that's not very real, is it? That is not very real. He's going to start back up. Got to the line point, and he's going to continue driving on to field 1. Just like he's supposed to. Very nice. And I'll let him continue on back to field 1, and I'll start it back over when we get there, and you guys can see. So I did want to talk about next episode. We're going to be starting on unseeding. I'm going to get a lot of this done off video. This year, all we are planting is wheat and canola. And then we've got 2 fields that are going to remain fallow for a couple years. So we've got 108 and 122 are going to completely remain fallow for the next 2 years. So this year we're focusing on wheat and canola alone. He's almost there. He's found the section he's supposed to be at. It's going to be right in here. I'm going to start up. There we go. 1076. Right where he's supposed to be. I don't know where he's going now. But see, now he's exiting field for some reason. Something's happening here. He found the waypoint and then stopped. That's something that shouldn't happen. So there's something going on between Courseplay and Autodrive right now. There we go. And there we go. Onwards he goes. And I think that'll do it with this episode. So I'll see you guys on the next episode when we will start seeding all of these fields. Until next time, I'm Fluky Stu. I hope you guys enjoyed.